Hey there, welcome back to the show, Real Estate for Real Life. I'm your host, Sylvia Huizinga, and I am part of the Home Team Toronto. We are fortunate enough that we get to serve the amazing community in the Greater Toronto area, and as longtime residents, we call this home and we know what an amazing community and amazing city it is. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the three things that you really three foolproof strategies that you need to be aware of when you're ready to sell your home, because they do improve the value of your home. The thing is, if you were to go and buy yourself a pair of shoes, you would most likely be looking for the shoes that are not pushed off in a corner. You'd want the ones that are presented well. You'd want the ones in a store that's clean and smells nice. You want it in a store where the people are pleasant and helpful and are there to fit your shoes and make sure everything fits properly. Well, it's the same thing when someone's buying a home. They want to walk in your home and they want to feel at home there. And it's funny because we think that our collections of unicorns or owl collections are really cute, and they're cute to us, but they are not necessarily cute to other people. And the truth of it is, any amount of money you spend on improving your home before you sell, actually shouldn't say any amount, depending on what project you work on, will affect the overall value of your home. By affecting the overall value of your home, it generally also tends to affect the speed at which your home sells. A house that smells nice, that looks nice, that is in a good state of repair will sell faster and for more money than the dumper next door. And depending on what your time frame is like, you may want to not have to have your house on the market for months and months and months. You may want to present it in its very best light and get a great offer and then sell it and move on with your life. And that's really the whole point of this. Before you get started with any home improvement project, what you want to do is you want to let us know what you want to do. The reason is, as realtors, we know what the clients are looking for. We know what buyers are looking for. We know that they really don't want to have an orange countertop. They'd rather have marble or granite, and the more neutral the better. We know that fuzzy wallpaper, while it may be trendy in the showrooms right now, is not something that most people want. We know that spending money in this direction versus that direction will make a big difference in the overall sale price of your home. And knowing what your home's current value is an important part of that as well. Because there are times when putting in a little will get you a lot more, and there's also times where putting in a little will get you, or even putting a lot will get you nothing. So what you want is you want to know what your home is worth right now, so that you can determine what kind of return on investment you can get on any improvements you make in your property. That's called your ROI, your return on investments, and that's what a CMA, which is a comparative market analysis, which is what we do, will tell you. It'll tell you the value of your current home compared to homes that are similar to yours in your neighborhood. And the condition of the homes in your neighborhood, the sale price of the homes in your neighborhood, will help to determine what the value of your home is. And finding out what the best kitchen or bathroom renovations are and what you can do to give your home better curb appeal will make a huge difference in the value of your home. But you also don't want to go overboard, and that's where a professional comes in handy. Okay, after you've figured out what improvements you want to make to your home, after we've talked and you realize what it is you need to have done, what you need to have some truly good, workmen. You need really good craftsmen, you need good contractors, you need good handymen. You need people who are going to arrive on time, they're going to get the job done, and they're going to do it within budget. Now, budget is always a little bit flexible simply because things happen. They could be doing some work in your kitchen and they realize that there's, a nest of some kind of critter in behind, and that's going to cost a little more because you're going to have someone come in and remove that. But it's not something that isn't accounted for. Generally speaking, whatever amount they give you as a ballpark, you can add 10 to 15%, and that'll give you an idea of what it's really going to cost. But as things progress, a good contractor, a good handyman, a good plumber, a good electrician will let you know what you might be expecting. So having that knowledge and having a list of contractors and specialty tradespeople is really important. And again, that's where your realtor comes in handy. I've been selling homes for 27 years. which means that I have 27 years worth of contractors who are plumbers, hardwood floor people, carpeting people, roofers. We've got electricians. We've got kitchen cabinetry people. We know the best place to get granite and marble. We know fantastic places to get a deal on paint. And that's what you will use a realtor for. Selling your home, but also helping you get your home ready for sale. Louis, my partner, has been selling homes for 30,000 years, for 32 years, I think. And he has even more contacts because, he's a guy's guy and, they chat. He has a lot of contractors and he also has a family background in the construction industry. So he has some really good connections, and as much as I know a lot about a lot of them, a lot about the trades, he knows even more. He has a more insider's view into what the trades do and how they do it. And that's where having a professional realtor comes in handy. The third thing you have to do, because this is actually 3 steps you have to do. You have to determine what you want to do. You have to determine how much it's going to cost you. And you have to determine your timeline. If you're looking at a really big project, like completely gutting the kitchen, you can't do that in a week. You have to budget your time for that. If you're doing something simple like repainting and hanging new curtains and new light fixtures, that can be done in a week or 2 weeks tops. But knowing exactly what your timeline is as far as getting the work done, you can work backwards from where it is or what time it is that you want to put your property on the market. And knowing the best time to sell your property is another thing that having a professional realtor is going to help you with. There are certain times of the year there is no point putting your home on the market because nobody's working. I don't care what anybody says. The first week of September is going to be quiet, at least in Canada, and I'll tell you why, because that's when all the kids are going back to school, and all the buyers and sellers who are parents, they are all out there trying to scramble and get the lunch bags and get the food ready and getting the bus schedule figured out and signing their children up for jiu-jitsu and ballet lessons and taekwondo. And those people who are not parents don't actually have the opportunity to go out and look at properties because half of the agents out there are parents and they are helping getting their kids ready for the bus, getting them signed up for brownies and getting them back in Boy Scouts. So that first week of September is generally a write-off, but there are certain times of the year that are the best times to sell. And that's what a professional realtor will be able to tell you. We can tell you that based on market conditions this year and a history of market conditions last year and the last 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Some of the rules are out of the window because the market has been a bit crazy, but there is a general time of day, time of week, time of month, and time of year that is the best time to get your property on the market. And talking to a professional realtor is the only way you're going to find out. Okay? I am going to just say that there are a lot of things you can do that are going to cost some serious money, but they will improve the value of your home. There are a lot of things you can do that are not going to cost you very much, and you can do some major things in your home, at least increasing the look of your home, which increases the value of your home. And you can do that quite quickly over a weekend or a week with some cans of paint, some new curtains, some light fixtures, and an imagination. And again, that's what a realtor is for. We know what colors are trending. I'm not a designer. I am not a house, an architect, nothing. But I know what people like and I know what people don't like. And I know that if you're selling your home, you want your home to appeal to as many people as possible without eliminating anybody else. You want to keep it neutral. You want to keep it like a really great flow to your home, but you don't necessarily want to spend a lot of money. And again, as a realtor, I have been staging people's homes and helping my clients stage their homes for years. And I know what the people are looking for. Right now, I just wanted to come in and give you those 3 tips. If you have any questions, by all means, send me a message. I'm going to be coming on again next week with another episode of the Real Estate for Real Life program. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining.